sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Banff Springs Golf Course, we present live final round coverage of the Alberta Open. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Okay, not too bad there. 9 feet left here for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. That's going to move him to, you ready for this, 32 under. Frank, how about the par 3 second hole?
The first of 5 par 3s the players will play today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3. That finished off for par here at the second. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. So a par 4 to open, then a par 3, and now Frank here at the third, a par 5 at 528 yards.
And you get to see everything very early on in the round. Dogleg left first hole, par 3 second, and now a long dogleg right, par 5. With a good tee shot, though, you can definitely reach this hole in 2.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Got every bit of that through it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. A very good spot to putt from here. This for an eagle. That stings when that's for eagle. A really good effort, but it somehow stays out. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. And he's going to move to 33 under par. Now to another par 3. This is the 4th hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
It's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is not the place to be. It's a really tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and then just let it drift back to the hole.
Oh, good run going here early. This is birdies at 3 and 4. And that's going to get him to minus 34. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just being a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
All right, in the fairway. So now from just 76 yards away, here's his second. That one is really long, Frank. He miscalculated there.
Well, there has to be something. I mean, from where he was, that's just an aberration. Seriously, that little green patch down the end there with a flag in it, that's where you're meant to go. Not like sailing over yonder.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand iron, whether it was out of the first cut or up or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron, yeah. So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
Ball sitting okay here for his second here at the 6th. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he's going to move to minus 35 for the tournament. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards of par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. The 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a driving to 7 iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods, the longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. Frank, a chance to get home in 2 here on this par 5?
You would think so after a good tee shot, Rich. A very long, narrow green. The best shot would be to hit a nice, high, towering second shot, but anything that pitches on the front is going to skip forward.
Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he is just unstoppable right now. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Yeah, he was begging for it to go. Didn't quite have enough to reach the back of the green, but it'll be a birdie putt regardless. A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And he just continues to impress, moving to 37 under par. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Oh boy, that has started way left. And now problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. This one definitely going to pick up speed as it goes along its journey. This for an eagle. Yeah, had to be careful with that one. Couldn't be too frisky, and that's not too bad. Much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th. That'll finish off a 29 on this front side. 7 shots under par. Frank, we begin this back 9 with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here. But that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now from a tight lie, this his second. This from about 10 feet. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green. Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
70 yards. All that's left here for his second. Well, it's on, but that's going to make things difficult from there. Chance now for another birdie. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
And it would appear that that ball is into the bunker. So a poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll dig in with his second to the par 4.
Now that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Well, he was asking for it to sit down, but it would not comply, and that's going to wind up over the back. This will test the skill set here. It's his second. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Well, Judge, that is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain well under par. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right, so the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll be unable to take that score any further under par. He'll stay right where he is. Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Oh, he's pulled it.
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough. Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That's in for par. He'll remain 7 under for his round. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
And that one going to wind up in the bunker. Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot.
Really, that's a waste of a big tee shot. Driven it down in the bunker. It's fairly straightforward, and that's a waste.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain well under par. Down to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
That's a big lash. He might be able to cover this.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good line. Now this for another birdie. Yes, the speed spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17. And stop the press as if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs. 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things: the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
This started toward the left side. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You'd be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Okay, birdie at the last. It is a birdie finish. And this is going to be a final round score of 62. What a way to wrap things up. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories? That's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden the way it was like, instead of touchdown after touchdown, it was, knock it to a foot, knock it to another foot, another birdie, another eagle. Just incredible. They just boat raced the field.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.